What up, though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me while I do my 10,000 steps today. I done made my way over from downtown to Rivertown over here. It's a few cool places over here. Got the Atwater Brewery behind me. I would turn around and show you it, but the sun is that direction and it would just blind y'all. I might be able to show y'all if I get a little closer. But there's like a sitting area over here that, during those awesome, mild months, you can sit around and have a good time with some peeps, meet some folks, have a few drinks. Yeah, I'm getting closer. I'm about to go over here into the shade and I can turn around and show y'all the Atwater Brewery. Bam. I think they make all their own stuff. Yeah, they do. They're a local brand. And, just so you guys know, if this video has found you, I'm trying to do the grind of 5,000 subs by December 31st. I would appreciate your support. So if you found my content or you've watched a couple videos and you still haven't subbed, I would appreciate the support. Your boy always appreciates the support. But let's jump into the topic, man. I seen a video, Kayla Nicole. She used to be Travis Kelce's girlfriend, a sister, attractive, model. Travis Kelce, he with Taylor Swift now. We all know it because media goes above and beyond to show them together. Whether you love it or you hate it, you're fully aware of the fact that they are together. But she was on Angel Reese's podcast. I did not know that Angel Reese had a podcast. Everyone really does have a podcast now. I mean, I've heard that be said in a joking manner, but no, everybody really do have a podcast now. It might be time for me to do one. We'll see. But, man, some of these sisters, man, just so beautiful, yet so ugly at the same time. I saw Cam and Mace reacting to it, and I mean, those guys, they're pretty damn funny. They really are. Those dudes are pretty damn funny together. I don't know why they didn't do this show that they doing sooner, because they are funny as hell. But they was just basically talking about, her attitude and how, it makes her ugly. He's like, you could be an attractive woman. When I heard that, you ugly. Yeah, man, that's some facts right there. It could be a woman that's so pretty, but that nasty attitude is what does it. What does she have a nasty attitude about? Well, she never passes up an opportunity to, talk negatively about Travis Kelce. He don't talk about her at all. Notice that this often is the dynamic behind a breakup. The guy, publicly anyway, he might say something about her to his boys or something, but publicly, the guy really don't be having too much negative stuff to say about the woman. But he is never, ever given that same respect. The woman will regularly try to, throw mud on him. So the rumor was at the time is that, they had already kind of had an on again, off again relationship. And the rumor was that she left him because he wanted her to pay 50-50 on the bills. Now, some may agree with that and some may not agree with that. But obviously, this is a guy that's doing well for himself. He's a 3-time Super Bowl champion. At the time, he wasn't, he didn't have his third ring at the time. But this is obviously a guy who can, cover the bills. If this is true for whatever reason, he wanted her to pay half of them. I don't know. I really don't know. But the thing is that, and this is a flawed mentality that I see with sisters a lot. They would rather pay 100% of the bills by themselves than go half on them with a man. Now, in her case, you know, she's a model. She seems to be doing okay, far as I could tell. She's out there as an influencer, you know, as well as a model. So she's probably doing okay financially. And she can afford to go ahead and just pay 100% of her own bills. But I be seeing regular women with the same attitude, the same energy, talking about they not gonna go half on the bills with a man. And it just be weird to me, because why do you think struggling by yourself is a flex? And I only see sisters do this. I only ever see sisters saying this. If other women from other groups are saying this, I've not seen it. So I'm not saying that it only happens among sisters, but this is really only ever sisters that I see with this. They seem to think it's some sort of flex to struggle by themselves, then cooperate with a man. And I just don't get that. I'm not going in half with no man. I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that. But they on TikTok crying on their iPhone in their car, which I have no idea why the videos are always in their car. The videos of them crying for sympathy, it's always them pouring their eyes out in their car. But they talk about how they won't do this and they won't do that with a man. They're not going half and half with a man. But then months later, they're making a TikTok video crying about how hard it is by themselves. I mean, this is largely self-imposed. This is a suffering that is self-imposed. And that's why you get limited sympathy, because everyone understands that this is something that is self-imposed. You don't want to cooperate with a man. You've made it known. You're not going to settle. You're not going to go half. You're not going to do this and that. So if that's what you're going to do, do it. Don't cry about it. Just do it. You set these terms and conditions, so live with them. It's just like, you know, the saying, if you made your bed, so lie in it. You made your bed, so yeah, lie in it. But man, geez, oh peace. You know, sisters are beautiful. You know, I've seen many. You know, we've got some gorgeous women in our community, and it's always that stank attitude that makes them just unattractive. Because okay, could she possibly attract one of those high level guys? Absolutely. She's a beautiful woman. She's curvy. You know, I don't know how old she is, but you know, she's got good skin, so she's really been taking care of herself. So could she attract one of those type of guys? Absolutely. Without question, she could. But with that stank attitude, she probably could never keep one of them, because those guys aren't going to deal with a woman that's just giving off that type of energy. They're just, even if they're willing to pay all of the bills, that energy, it comes off. You know, she could never say that to one of these baller type dudes, but the energy of it will still seep through, and they'll see that. They're just not going to deal with a woman, because she may not say that to them, but she'll say other things, just ways to give off just entitlement. You're going to take care of me. You're going to pamper me. You're going to spoil me. And with those guys, a lot of times the woman that asks for nothing will get everything. The woman that goes in there, you know, she just shows up pretty, cooperative, submissive, ready to get on board with his program. She asks for nothing. Them be the ones who they be giving an allowance to. Them be the ones that they be showing up with a fancy car with a bow on for. I mean, all those sorts of things. It's the women that be having the gall to demand another man's money. You know, money that he had to work for. You're demanding another man's money. You're acting like you're entitled to another man's money. Those are the ones that they can never keep one of those type of guys. So you have a woman that's in her position who could get one of those type of guys, influencing in a large way women that aren't in her position to have that same energy with regular guys. And this just kind of trickles down to the fact that you see nowadays, men are not dating. The market is weird. My son came to me talking to me about it the other day. Him and his buddies, they don't even really go hang out no more. He said that for them, hanging out is a group chat on Discord. He said they would go out and do different stuff, hang out before the lockdown. But when the lockdown happened, things just kind of changed. They just kind of, stayed inside a bit more. That wouldn't have been a strategy for me and my fellas, because we were too spoiled when it came to going outside. But his generation, they've grown up different. They've grown up with Xbox Live and whatnot, Call of Duty lobbies. They're not as eager to get outside and mingle like myself and my generation were. So, man, it's just wild when I see this sort of behavior and entitlement come from sisters, because, as I said, I think sisters are beautiful, but that energy is so ugly, man. It really is. Think about this. She said, do I look like a woman that would go 50-50? What? And Angel Reese didn't answer that at first. I noticed she tried to avoid that. She tried to continue on, and then she stopped her and was like, no. Do I look like a woman who would go 50-50? And, finally she answered her no. I don't even know what to say about that, man. Do I look like a woman that would go 50-50? That's just crazy to me, man. Like, wow, what attitude. And these be the same women that, 10 years from now, they're like Sanaa Lathan and Taraji P. Henson, talking about men don't want to court them anymore. When you were at your prime and you could have gotten the world, you wasted it with this stank attitude energy, man. It's just really odd to me. It'd be a self-imposed fate. It'd be a fate that they don't have to have. That's the crazy part about it. It'd be an outcome that they never had to have had in the first place. And they made every decision to guarantee that they would end up there. With a box wine subscription and some fur babies. They literally made every decision possible to guarantee that outcome for themselves. And I don't even know how you would even fix this. A lot of these chicks, see, they're not going to listen to us men. Women have to hold each other accountable. They are not going to listen to us men. A lot of these chicks, they mamas should have taught them better. They aunties should have taught them better. They should have told them to, kind of pull your head out of your ass. Stop trying to compete with a man and instead try to get along with a man. Because that trying to compete with men, I'm going to tell you as a man, I don't compete with women. I never have and I never will. No man that's out there doing well for himself, trying to put a dent in the universe, is going to compete with a woman. So a woman that's coming with that energy, like she wants to compete with me as being a dominant personality, but wants me to take care of her like a dependent, that's just never gonna work, man. If you want a dude that's gonna take care of you like that, there's men out there who will. There are plenty of men out here who will pay all of the bills, and you won't have to pay for nothing. They will take care of you. There's plenty of men out here that will do that, but you're not going to attract any of them with an attitude like that. I'm sorry. You never will attract them with an attitude like that. They want women that is just a little more humble. And no one expects you to be oblivious to the fact that you're a beautiful woman. If you're a beautiful woman, you know you're a beautiful woman. So it's not like they want you to be beautiful but somehow be ignorant of that fact. No, it's like just maybe a little bit humble. Like, we know you look good, but that nasty attitude, this is why you'll see guys, they'll have like some cooperative, submissive 7, then some 10, because the 10 is just going to be much more of a hassle to deal with. So I'm going to leave this there. You guys let me know what y'all think. Appreciate y'all connecting with me, man. Leave me them comments. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to get to 5,000. Peace.